Good evening, everyone. We want to welcome you all to another episode of the Black Market Podcast presented by Hack the Markets. I am one of your co-hosts, AC, also known as the Market Oracle.
That's your boy Raheem the Dream, checking in at the all-time highs today.
Yes, sir.
That's all I'm gonna say for now. That's all. I'm gonna say
for now. 4K can't hear, man. So I wanna hear more about these stories, but not only is all-time highs and some earnings calls today too.
Oh yeah, they had some big earning calls today because I know Tesla, they just reported more than $1 billion in net income for Q2.
Oh wow!
It said up tenfold from a year ago. $1 billion in net income. So I mean, it's net income too, not gross. Net income.
That's wild.
I wonder if some of that stuff came from the Bitcoin though.
I was just about to say it, man. Meanwhile, Bitcoin is, has a giant sell-off from had to be large well,
Some large entity went in there and decided this price is pretty good. Let me take some profit, bro.
Hey, okay. So it sounds like we got some unusual activity going on in the markets. Okay.
Speculation.
Hey, they tanking that thing out, or what they doing? Because I ain't paid any attention. What they doing? They tanking it out or what? Bitcoin.
I think that was a piece of it. I mean, this thing has dropped so far, and I think some people were just like, all right, has lost faith in it and, move money to another places. And we talk so much about these big entities dropping out, and it could be even, Bitcoin is still kind of a new idea for use. So maybe some companies found they didn't want to go that route and get out of their reinvestment.
Hey, Cardano started moving. I saw it. I think it was last night. I was up like 11 or 12%. I think.
Yeah, they've been moving in the teens percentage.
Yeah. So that's some interesting stuff. I hadn't seen it move up in a minute. Like I don't check it too often because I just got it staking. Yeah. But I go in there and check it like every other week or so just to see like how much I've made like off the staking part. But other than that, I mean, I'm not trading it. I'm trying to keep it as like an investment. So
extra shrink.
Yeah, I already know that's how you move with it, man. But man, I was talking to 4K earlier.
Hey, I know how y'all boys get down.
Gotta get in and out of
y'all boys get down.
Gotta find them pockets.
Hey, I was talking to her earlier, and I was like, man, it is a new market. We trade the stock market mainly, and as far as volatility, we like to find volatile plays sometimes when we look for stuff. And I was just thinking, I was like, man, I may have said it on a previous episode, but if it has not been ranging between 30,000 and 38,000
since that big sell-off.
Since the sell-off, yep. And that's some easy money. So, we was thinking about checking it out on some day trades.
I mean, that sounds like a plan to me. Definitely sound like a plan to me.
Just to check it out, just to see what's going on,
Hey, I'll check it out too.
but Ken also told me that his freaking trend line and support and resistance on there, none of them had more than 1 or 2 touches.
Just straight move is you barely see it hit back. And it's been in that gap. I'm even looking at it now. It's been in there at least the last month, maybe 2. We've just missed those big movements.
It's impulses randomly. It's sporadic impulses,
Yeah.
We're gonna figure it out though. We're gonna find some gaps in here that we can.
That's no doubt, man.
For sure. It's always gonna be something. You just gotta wait for that opportunity.
Yep.
Hey, no doubt. I did feel, as low as it got, 30,000. Hey, maybe get a little tighter in my pocket. Maybe wonder about something a little bit.
At some point, this thing was supposed to go to $100,000.
That's what they were saying. A whole bunch of people were saying $100,000. Even the big time people were saying $100,000. So I mean, hey, maybe that's like a 20-year play.
AC, you told us already long before it was at 30,000. This is already in a bear market, so you already said when it was in a bear market when it was 20 or 30%.
Oh yeah.
Anyway,
Once you
said
get
that
over
on the
20%,
episode.
yeah, 20% decline, man, you a bear market all day.
Right. You said that on the episode. So that would have been a good little takes a little profit. Hopefully people out there did.
Yeah.
Nice
Hopefully somebody got some good shorts in. If you got some good shorts in, man, you doing well.
But hey, when it got down this time, I was like, man, is it gonna be the end? And my brother told me, he said, man, Bitcoin ain't never going away. He said they already got Bitcoin ATM. That's on Cash App. They got
do.
it on Cash App too.
They do.
Like, Bitcoin on Cash App. And the big news today, I know y'all heard the big news today, who's now gonna be accepting payment cryptocurrency. Amazon.
Really? So so what are they gonna start accepting? Just Bitcoin?
I'm pretty sure Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Litecoin.
Okay.
See,
I'm ready for Cardano to go ahead and take the spotlight, because a lot of people always want to talk about the energy efficiency and all that stuff of this proof of work stuff, and now they switched over to that proof of stake, and that's like that's what Cardano is like number one in right there. They got like real good mathematics behind it too. That's the reason why I got in on it. It sounded like it was a good investment part. It wasn't something that was just kind of out here just being made just to be made.
Right.
So that's the only reason why I jump on them. And then when I saw it was like,
I got some too now.
What, 50 cents or something like that when I saw it? 40 cents. Now it's up well over $1.30 or something like that.
Yep. No.
Can't beat that. That's one thing about those coins, how fast they can grow.
Yeah.
And like how it multiplies your dollar amount.
Yeah. And I'm feeling like this thing is gonna actually go even more, because it's like, I don't know.
I mean, we've seen a coin go to what, 74,000.
I saw that. What was the name of the? I can't remember the name of the coin, but that thing went from like $70 to $0. We have seen that happen too.
Facts.
Definitely seen that happen. Hey, and guess what? Since we talking about stuff tanking and all that stuff, guess what? Guess what's about to happen? It seems like.
What's that?
It seems like the housing boom, which I've been talking about for so long, is finally over. Housing boom is over as the new home sales fall to a pandemic low. Ooh. So it's a pandemic low. So we got sales of new single family homes fall to an annualized rate of 676,000, 6.6% below May's rate of 724,000, and 19.4% below the June 2020 level of 839,000. Say the median price of a newly built home in June rose just 6% from June 2020.
Wow.
So over a year, it rose 6%.
Right.
And they're saying just 6% because these other homes were like going skyrocketing. And it says the inventory of new homes for sale jumped from a 5.5 month supply in May to a 6.3 month supply in June. So they got more supply now. So when you start dumping more supply, I'm telling you, man, new homes. And now this is the first phase. This is the new homes. You're seeing that new homes aren't being built. All that type of stuff. Now, what you're about to see is all these people start getting kicked out. Once you start seeing all the virtual people getting kicked out, I'm telling you, man, virtual evictions, man, they kicking them out, man. Hey, crazy. They doing you like Yosemite Sam, man. Rootin' tootin', pow, 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 pow. You out of here. They don't even want to hear nothing else from you.
Once that Zoom call's over with, that's gonna be it.
Hey, you out of here. So that's gonna be the next supply. So we already see supply constraints coming in right here for the new homes. Existing homes is going to add to that, and that's when we're going to see all those prices of all these inflated homes and all that stuff go down. The only thing that's not going to go down, though, is them used cars, because them new cars can't get rolled out yet.
Let me ask you this, Albert. do you think that is the first phase of, you know, another pandemic or us finally catching up to the rest of the world?
It could be, because the thing is, like, in auction markets, it's like an auction market theory, and markets get in a frenzy. So it just makes it, just over escalate. So an example would be, say for instance, there's only 100 cars left in the whole world, but the world population is still what it is, 7 billion. If there's only 100 cars left in the whole world, those cars are gonna go for ridiculous amounts of money. It doesn't matter if they're Mini Coopers. Those cars are, even if the car was worth $20,000, the car is gonna end up being sold for more, like closer to $1 million probably, just because of the supply. It's so much demand for these cars that a $20,000 car is gonna be well over $1 million for the sale price, just because of the demand.
So,
Now you come in and you dump what 30 million cars on the market now.
Right.
Shoot, it ain't even that many buyers out here. You know what I'm saying? So now those prices, is no way you can get that amount, because you got enough supply. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
There's no way you can get that amount. You're gonna have to get what it's worth.
So you don't think people just gonna still want to buy new cars just because new cars?
People gonna still want to buy new cars, cause my mom, she just bought a new car. So people are buying new cars, but the thing is, they can't make the new cars. They can't make too many of them, at least, because they ain't got no chips.
Yeah. Hey.
And that's what's causing the used cars to be so expensive, because it's low supply on the used cars. It's low supply on cars, period, right now.
Yeah.
So it's bumping the price all the way up. You bump the price all the way up like that, all the demand is still there, but the supply ain't there. With that being said, now you got prices going sky high. And it's like, that's some wild stuff,
Hey, I just want to shout out my favorite car maker for creating, a pretty, animalistic of a car during this pandemic and releasing it into, for everybody can buy it at a reasonable price.
It was who?
At a reasonable price. Acura.
Acura
TLX Type S is now available for purchase.
For real?
And, yeah, for real. And guess what? This car is finally catching up, since the Infiniti and Nissan wanted to have, cars made with turbos already. Mm-hmm. Guess what? Now we got the Acura made with the turbo in there with a V6.
Does that change your mind that with the new laws and everything, or do you think they're gonna have to abide by that? What are you thinking they're gonna do to
new law? What new law?
Well, I guess in the future, not new laws, but in the future when they'll have these new changes away from gas, what does that do for Acura?
Oh, I understand that, man. I'm gonna have me an engine car, and I'm gonna get a V8 just because.
It's for it to sit in the front yard.
Gotta have a V8, man.
Hey,
go to jail.
Y'all gonna buy them cars, man. Y'all gonna be able to drive them. They gonna lock y'all boys up. They gonna say you got that ice. You got that ice, that motor.
Man, look, they can't shut down that, man. What they doing now for vehicle emission testing, and that's what they can do.
Right.
So let me ask you this: does electric cars have to get emission tests?
No, they don't. But they're not gonna tell people they can't just drive these cars. That's real overfit. That's far-fetched, I feel like.
Them folks gonna put you in jail, man, for driving that car.
I think it is hard just because that's a lot of adjustment, but at the same
time, a lot of adjustment, man.
We see how we're trying to go more, emissions and all the.
Think about it though. It's an investment, but we had already talked about what they could do, how they could convert these gas stations over, and boom, you already got the grid set up. So all you got to do is just convert some of these pumps over. You got electric pumps, and then you got gas pumps, and then once the gas is obsolete, then you just change over the last few gas pumps to electric.
It'd be a bully effort, but it might happen.
Hey, they got the power to do that for sure.
I mean, they got plenty of money to do this, and I'm pretty sure that if this is going to be something that's mandated, the government is probably going to throw some money at this stuff too to help them with the infrastructure and all that
All
stuff.
right. So let's take this one extra step. Now, what are we gonna do with all these clunkers, all this waste? What are we gonna do with that?
Throw them in the desert like how they do over in Saudi Arabia.
Hey, there you go. Then we're gonna have to find something.
Find something to melt it down or something. I don't know.
Oh yeah, they could do that.
I don't know. I mean,
hey, but then again, what's stopping people from just electrifying the car? I mean, they got XL Fleet. That's a company that's electrifying fleet. So why wouldn't they be able to electrify your personal car?
It's interesting.
You see what I'm saying?
you gotta decide.
I didn't know that they actually take.
I told you, man. Them folks gonna have to have a box Chevy, bro. You can't have
So
you can't go out here and not be able
what did you
to.
say? EV Cutlass?
Bro, I'm telling you, EV Cutlass, bro. Ain't no way you can go out here and not have some Cutlass or some type of dump on some 24s, 26s, 28s. I hear they putting 34s on cars now, so they out here riding with tractor wheels on cars. But at the same time, you can't say that people. How you gonna put that on a Tesla? You can't put that on no Tesla, man. You gotta put it on a Cutlass or a box.
What did they do to go back to XL Fleet? What did you say this company does, man? You said
XL Fleet, man. What they do is they electrify fleets. So like for so I'm not saying that they do this for this company, but I'm just using it as an example. But UPS, how they have like a fleet of cars. They got all the delivery trucks and all that stuff. What they'll do is they'll come in and they'll electrify all those trucks. So
this is the company I already built that.
Yeah. This company, you could trade that company. XL is the ticker. You know, we made some money off that earlier already.
Mm-hmm.
I think last year we made some good money off of XL Fleet.
That's true.
I think they do hybrids and electrification, but of course, like hybrid, people ain't really doing no hybrid stuff, so they're going to go with the electrification. But yeah, so with that being said, it's like,
hey, that make it real easy right there.
Exactly. Yeah. So people are definitely gonna probably go with that option if they have to.
Hey,
look, for some people that's a real easy discussion. A small price, you go ahead and electrify that, but you got an old school vehicle in or something you don't really care about. Is it worth it comparatively to just getting something new?
I don't know, man. That means
you man, shoot, you got the peanut butter inside and all that stuff, boy. Now you can't drive the car, man. You gonna electrify that thing, boy.
Sick. Ain't got no turbo, no supercharger, none of that.
No,
that's a good part about a car having a turbo or supercharger.
That pack is gone.
So you gonna be fast. It's not like electric cars slow. It's just you're not gonna hear it.
It's a difference.
You just not gonna hear it though.
Yeah. Of a forced induction when it go in a vehicle.
Hey, but that thing gonna be moving though. That's all I'm gonna say. The thing gonna be moving.
I know it's gonna be fast. I do know that.
You just can't replace that engine noise.
Nah.
Man,
they gonna pump it out. Hey, you gonna be able to choose what your car sound like, what you want it to sound like today. And you're gonna be able to pump that noise out. People gonna be hacking the mess out of them cars.
That's sad. But so
I mean, hey.
Same time.
At least you ain't gonna have to worry about paying for gas though. It should be cheap.
Hey, maybe our world will get a little bit more clean.
Could be.
Stop seeing all this craziness and the weather and all
then we can have some better air quality and all that stuff, man. I just paid attention that on the it comes up on the computer too if you got like a Windows, but if you look at like Apple Maps, like they have like something up underneath it. It's like AGI or something like that or something, but it's like the air quality. It's giving you like an air quality index. I'm like, man, some folk got some screwed off air around here, boy.
Y'all remember when it was like I guess earlier in the pandemic and all that, in California, the air quality was so bad. That was like kind of the first week getting back into that thought.
And that's crazy because they have all types of like haze out there in like the Bay Area. It's ridiculous out there, man. It's crazy. They do it's in Birmingham like that too. I think because it's in that valley. I think it kind of like just looms over the valley or something like that. Cause you can see it ever so often. It's not too much though. It's not like they got too much cars and all that stuff on the road to have too many emissions. But California, man, that don't look
Man,
crazy. They
the
be
sky
making
was
their own
falling.
clouds. Yo.
Well, they have those wildfires over there too. So
Oh my goodness, that too.
That's happened. That's been going on for years.
Man.
Yeah, it has been. Dang, that's wild. It really has been going on for years.
And speaking of California, man, I'm supposed to be going to California Thursday, and I'm flying American, but I see a headline talking about Americans warning about fuel shortages around the country. So now they trying to tell their pilots to conserve fuel.
Oh,
Wow.
So now they got to shut the plane off while they flying. I don't know if I want to ride in a
Just
big
coast on
glider
in.
now.
Coast it on in.
Hey, they finna turn that thing into a big glider. Golly.
Cruise control.
Psh, I don't know if I want to take that flight no more, man. They gonna try to electrify the planes next.
Oh, they got the hydrogen energy planes already.
Yeah. I would not want to fly in an electric plane though. I think I heard some people saying they trying to electrify like planes for like just short term trips, like real short trips. But I'm not trying to fly in no electric plane, man. That just sounds like all types of bad.
That's a
Like,
remote control car. That's all it is.
bro, I'm not going up in the sky in a thunderstorm in no electric plane. That's a no-go for me, bro. You know we finna get hit. We finna get shocked all types of ways.
Down. Yeah,
man.
Too.
They better learn how to harness that lightning or something so he can charge up the plane or something, man. Because other
That's
than
what I'm
that,
saying. You use solar power. That would be decent when it's I guess when you catch a flight early in the morning, at least that'll charge it up. But if you say those thunderstorms, it might be over with.
hey,
I mean, who is gonna fly an airplane while it's thunderstorm? Anyway,
I mean, they do it in a regular plane.
You might catch a
regular plane.
Regular plane, they definitely taking off. But what if you flying and then like a thunderstorm just pop up? Boom. You know, Atlanta good for that. I was sitting here like about 2 or 3 days ago and all of a sudden thunderstorm just right over Atlanta. Only Atlanta. Boom. Just going crazy. Out the blue.
It came.
It just came. So you and your electric plane and that happened. What happened?
Over with.
Over with. Hey, I ain't flying that bit, boy.
No. They said jet fuel delivery delays initially affected mostly western U.S. cities, but are now being reported at American stations across the country. So at first it was only in the West, now it's going all throughout. Delays are expected to continue throughout mid-August. So that's interesting. Glad I already got my ticket because I know they're about to try to tax you even more now to ride these planes because they ain't got no gas.
Yeah, that's facts.
Y'all done rolled the gas out the airplanes. They told y'all can go somewhere and y'all done rolled the gas out the airplanes. Golly.
And
everybody going to Miami and Las Vegas, man. Done rolled the gas out the planes. Golly. Y'all ought to be ashamed of yourself.
Had Rolling Loud this past weekend.
I'm telling you, man, everybody going down there and rolled the gas out the planes, man. That's crazy.
Oh, man.
Hey, I see some crazy stuff right here. It says consumer losses due to COVID-related fraud top $500 million.
Oh, not the loan.
Consumers have reported losing more than $500 million to COVID-related fraud since the beginning of 2020. Since the beginning of 2020. And this is according to the Federal Trade Commission. It says the agency has received more than 558,000 complaints from consumers related to the pandemic. Crazy.
Bank fraud or
so it says about 60% of the complaints were associated with fraud, citing an aggregate loss of $501 million through July 22nd. The typical person lost about $370, according to the agency. Scammers always take advantage of disasters, man-made or natural. So it was scammers getting them.
Them pyramid schemes.
Yup, criminals have used multiple avenues to steal money from unsuspecting Americans, including fraud related to online shopping, travel, and government stimulus funds during the pandemic.
Oh man, now they were taking
Hey,
people's
so they out here telling you, man, you finna get a stimulus. Send me your information. I'm gonna send you a stimulus check.
Oh my
Oh
god.
man, that's what it sounds like, and they taking your stimulus check, man.
And
Y'all
then,
better be
you
aware.
gotta
I doubt if it's gonna be any more stimulus checks, but be aware. Don't get your information out to people like that. It's
protect
not a
the
good
product.
idea.
Yeah.
Not a good idea at all.
They do got some crazy one. I think I had a call. They called me and said that this is Georgia Power. We need to take a payment or we're gonna turn your lights off. I said mine is already paid. They said, no, we got a bug on this side, so we need to take it over the phone.
Hey, people trying to figure out anyway, because you
That
like
is
that's
crazy. They figure it out, don't they?
Man,
They'll figure it out. They get caught, but they figure it out for a little bit.
Yeah, they start texting you these random things. Those websites that pop up. Boom, there goes your whole bank account through the phone.
Do you feel me?
Not click on random websites.
And send you anything. And
Let's see.
you won.
Tesla is looking good. I'm gonna have to see what Tesla gonna do. I mean, just something nice.
Let me see. So I see that the futures, they kind of flat. I know they got like big tech earnings coming up. We just had Tesla, but I know we got the rest of them coming up now. So things always go kind of flat once we get here. Hopefully we can go ahead and break to the upside though once they maybe they'll have some good. I can't say that they're just gonna have blowout numbers because I really don't know. But tech has been in a pullback.
Mm-hmm.
So this could be something that drives it up. You know, people have been just waiting to see, and now they'll just kind of push it up, I guess. That'll be something good to see. That's what I'm hoping for.
They're falling behind for sure right now. Like they're lagging. The market is already moving forward. They're last peak.
And you were talking about Amazon earlier. Shopify was another one that had some noise it was making with it.
Said Shopify.
Yeah.
Yeah, Shopify, man, those guys have really like gone big. What is that thing is like what $1,000 stock or something? That thing is up there. I don't know if it hit 1,000 yet, but it is 1,000 now.
Mm-hmm.
I knew it. Yeah, that thing is up there now. Shopify isn't playing with you.
Hey, that's a great service.
Yeah.
Great service.
That's who Big C is in competition with. That's $1,000 stock, and you are a $50 stock right now. $60. No, it's a $60 stock. They broke out to 70. I had told people about Big C. That thing ran from like 50, well, shoot, about 55 or something like that up to 70. That was a nice little run right there.
Oh yeah.
I think it still got a little bit more to the upside to go though, but I haven't checked on it. I got out of it, and I got in on some more plays, so I have to check on it.
Big C.
Yeah, Big C, man. I like that Ollie's in that big though. Ollie's and Big, I feel like they'll be pretty good if they because you know they're the bargain stores.
Oh,
I feel like they'll do pretty good because if we do get back into like a way where people aren't really getting paid, you know, well, we already got a lot of people that's not going to work right now. Cause I still keep seeing these signs talking about we not opening until 5 p.m. or something like that. You pull up to like a Taco Bell or any type of fast food place, and they're talking about, you know, yeah, I see the sign up there. We're not opening until 5 p.m. because we don't have enough staff, or this, that, and the other. And it's like that's crazy. I read some stories about Six Flags, how they were offering bonuses to people that came out to work and stayed for X amount of days, and they're about to do it again for like another wave of people that they need to come in, and as long as you stay for like that X amount of days, and they'll give you this bonus. So they're doing a lot of stuff to get people. I hear
how are people surviving if nobody's working anymore?
Unemployment. People was out here getting unemployment and no stimulus.
They gotta be running out at some point now.
Right now, hey, you know, people live for right now, man. People live for right now. And right now is the stimulus and is the unemployment. And when that run out, they're gonna have to find out what else going on right now. So then that's when they gonna probably hit them with the pyramid schemes again, cause they gonna be desperate for money.
And then they gonna have to report the loss to the whatchamacallit again.
Yep. Then they gonna get on there. They gonna talk about this. They gonna say, "Man, I got jacked." So then that's gonna add to the 500 million that's already out here that done got took from people,
Man.
and the cycle just continues. Instead of just going back to work, like you and told them people you ain't coming back to work, you and cussed the supervisor out. You said you ain't, you don't never want to work for these folks ever again, and now you finna be trying to call them, talking about, man, can I get my job back?
Hey, maybe seeing all that money for like, this is probably the most money that some people ever seen in their lives.
Yeah,
Maybe
that's what made them go crazy, bro. That's what made them go
right.
crazy and say, I don't need nothing else. I'm
I can
good.
make-
I'm sitting
yeah.
at the house now. I'm a
But that's
king.
what
I'm
I'm
making more
saying.
than
Maybe
now
that
sitting at
made
the
them,
house.
maybe that made them look at it in a different way and be like, I done seen this much money. Maybe I can make this much money. Something. Nah.
Not a little motivation?
You don't think it would have motivated them at all to make them want to, like, damn.
How many folks still got stimulus check money right now?
A very small percentage.
You see what I'm saying? Ain't nobody got stimulus check money right now.
That amount though was not gonna last a lot for very.
It ain't gonna last a long time, but shoot, you could have did something with it. You could have at least took 500 of the money, put it into something, and tried to make some money with it. And at least that money is still going. And now you still got stimulus check money.
Yep.
These folks out here, man, they ain't got no stimulus check money. They spend it as fast as they get it.
Crap.
And if you got unemployment, you get paid
What
more
2
than
Chainz
stimulus
said, man,
check.
it's mine. I spend it. I'm riding around and I'm getting it.
Hey, well, I know one thing that I have been noticing. I have been noticing a lot of, more, business owners and entrepreneurs.
I've seen a couple of those. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Everybody didn't go out here and blow all the money. But we also got them scammers. They are a business owner or entrepreneur for right now, the same way as you buy that insurance just to get the car off the lot. Because you just needed that so you can get the PPP loan.
Man, I've been seeing a shift, man. Folks been having their stuff, man.
Hey, I've seen a shift. I'm not gonna say everybody doing this stuff.
Guess what?
But it's a big part.
It's not an employee mindset all the way around anymore.
No, I agree with you.
Used to be when my parents' stuff was in there, you just had to go to work. That was the only way.
Right.
Now, at least people are shifting their mind a little bit.
I agree with you. I have seen that shift too that you're talking about. There's a lot more people, but it's also a lot of people that did that stuff for the fraud activity too. It's more people on the fraud than it is legit. I'm gonna just say it like that.
That's crazy.
Way more people on the fraud than legit. But I know personally some good legit business owners out here that's really getting it. They building some businesses and they really getting to it, and I'm proud of them,
Man.
But you got some out here, boy.
You ain't lying.
Day by day, figure it out.
Boy, wait.
I'm telling you.
Right, 2 Chainz back. Man, y'all got me hyped about Tesla, man. Y'all know Tesla one of my favorites.
Tesla, yeah, I'm telling you, man. They had that good earnings report. They said $1 billion. That's a lot of money, man, to pull in for net profit in a quarter. Tenfold what you did a year ago. Like that's huge. But like I said, I feel like a lot of that stuff came from that Bitcoin move. They didn't sell that many Teslas. Because when you look at the numbers, all the cars that are sold for last year, we can just look at last year's numbers because we don't have them for this year. Last year's numbers, I think only 3% of the cars that were sold were electric. So is Tesla really blowing it out like that?
Right. I see what you're saying now. Hey, you remember one time, I think it was maybe about 10 episodes back, we was talking about it's about time for Tesla to come back anyway.
Yeah.
Because this joker been sent back for who knows how long.
Yeah.
And when this is typically a stock that goes up every single day.
Yeah, exactly.
So Hey, I appreciate that reminder, fellas, because I
Yeah.
gotta put my alert on there.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, you do see a lot more Teslas on the road now. But the way they're made, like, I really can't tell, like, which one is which. Like, I can't tell if this is a 2012 or this is a 2018, you know?
Yeah.
Right.
So, I really don't know how many of these are new.
You know which ones I can tell. The one that's the Model S.
Okay.
The most sporty looking one.
Okay.
And then I can tell the one that has like butterfly doors on it.
Okay.
That one,
And
yeah.
those did come out more recently. So, yeah. But other than that, I mean, like,
it's real generic.
yeah.
Or bland.
Yeah. Interior is kind of bland, but I mean, it's still cool. I like the fact that it's electric. I mean, it's still some positives. You got some cons to it, but there's a lot of positives to it as well.
Have y'all seen a Cybertruck on the road yet?
Mm-mm.
I was just looking at this autonomous truck that they're talking about.
The Cybertruck out now?
It should have been out by now. Or
Yeah.
It is. Okay. I didn't know. Maybe I'll see one out here in California. Maybe Elon will be out here riding around in one.
Ken, what you said?
They're saying these Kenworth trucks, those trucks are now going to be fully autonomous. The start of this is when a robot is driving a fully loaded Class A heavy duty truck. What would you think if you looked over to the side? I'd be terrified. You don't know what's going on. You don't see a driver of that.
You remember Mercedes? Mercedes was teasing that like a couple years ago.
Yeah.
They were teasing that a couple years ago, man. They had a nice truck. I was like, man, this nice. I don't know who gonna drive this nice truck. Like, this look like a luxury truck, man. Like, this ain't no 18-wheeler, man. Ain't no truck. Ain't no company finna buy this, man. I know this too expensive.
I remember they're doing like, self-steering and all of that. I remember FedEx even looking into that type of software with PACCAR was the name of it, PCAR. But they've been, I guess, doing some
Then
testing.
they got, what is it, Neuro or something like that? That's I think it's Neuro or something like that. That's doing the autonomous vehicles, and they teamed up with Domino's already.
Yeah. I did see a lot of those commercials, even during the finals and all that.
So, yeah.
Really gonna have some robots just doing our entire. I mean, what does that look like for workforce too?
Automation.
A lot of people how to play.
Yeah. Hey.
Everything automated. Everything gonna be automated.
So let me ask y'all this, talking about robots. Did y'all see the robot that was shooting threes and shooting half-court shots at the Olympics?
No.
Tokyo done pulled out the I guess he's gonna be a player on their team. I don't know if they are planning to have him on the team or something, but he a moonwalking robot that can shoot.
At one point, I remember seeing like a big version. It hit like 30 or 40 in a row or something like that. But it was like set. Is it an actual like moving thing now?
Yeah, this bad boy moved, man. Like, this bad boy was on the court. It rolled back. It moonwalked. I'm telling you, it moonwalked back to the half court. It moonwalked the half court. They gave it the ball. It sat there. Now, it took it a second. You'll be able to steal the ball from it. But it took it a second. It shot that bad boy, nothing but net.
That's crazy. I've seen some, but yeah, I didn't know they had it at the Olympics, man.
Yeah, they got it at the Olympics. Man, they're gonna have it at the Olympics. They in Tokyo.
Is that who the USA needs to have on their team now?
Exactly. They need the robot. They need to go ahead and just suit him up.
Somebody
just act like it is a regular person, man. What you talking about? This regular dude. Act like it's Giannis or somebody. Oh no, Giannis would play for Greece, wouldn't he? Yeah. Giannis would probably play for Greece. Act like it's somebody. Act like it's anybody. Just say Shaq out there, man. Shaq came out of retirement. This him.
Oh man,
that'd be scary. Yeah, that's robot.
That's something to watch though. Y'all been watching the Olympics though? I know I've been enjoying the Olympics. This is my favorite time of the year, man. I wait 4 years. I had to wait 5 years this time, but this is my time right here, boy. I love the Olympics.
What events you been watching?
Everything, man. I got Peacock. And then I just so anything that's on there I watch, and anything
okay.
that's on NBC and USA and all that stuff. Like
Yeah.
I know they're about to. I think they start at 8. I think they start at 8 tonight. They're gonna have primetime coverage, so I'm gonna go ahead and catch that after this podcast. I forgot what they're gonna have on there, but yeah, I ended up getting Peacock, man, because I cut the cord, man. I finally cut the cord on these folks.
Away with it.
Went away with it, man. So I got the streaming services now.
That's what I'm talking about.
But I still got cable. I still get cable channels through Spectrum. But I stream it through them. It's like a streaming service through them and not necessarily through their cable boxes. So it's cheaper. That's a life hack for anybody that got Spectrum.
I'm trying to see who's all been. Okay, Japan's leading now. U.S. is behind. I did see Luca go off though in his first.
I like the track event. What a track! When track and field?
Track, I think that's a little later. I don't think that's
This later. Yeah, to start. I don't think it's got.
Yeah, I think that may start like either late this week or early next week.
Yeah, I see what you're saying. They're doing tennis, swimming. Okay. Yeah, I caught the gymnastics part. I didn't want to see that.
Man, I've been watching that gymnastics, man, and Simone Biles, man. I wanted to watch her. I did get a chance to look at her, but man, the thing is, she's so powerful. Like she just keep over rotating and stuff. Like she's an awesome gymnast, but it's like she needs to calm down a little bit. Cause she just out there like flipping and flipping. She doing some flips, man, that folks ain't never seen before. But she do it so well that she over rotates, so she have to like compensate for it. It's like, man, what in the world is? How are you doing this? I saw her do the thing where they run down and jump. What is that like the whatever? They jump off the table. They jump, do the trampoline, and then they put their hands on that table. I can't remember what the name of it is. Can't remember what the name of the event is. But
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, man, it's crazy. Like the girl gets so high in the air.
Yeah.
I was like, that doesn't even make sense.
I always like seeing that camera work from it too when they like show the angle of how far they go.
Yeah, man, that girl gets so high in the air. Yeah. But they got this white girl that's on the team. I can't remember what her name is, but she's sticking everything. Like she having a good Olympics. She's sticking everything.
Clear. Easy clears. Man, I check that. I check out the gymnasts now. I check that out. I like to see some flips.
Yeah.
I know they probably do some crazy spin flips.
Man, hey, and then they added skateboarding to the Olympics, so I've been watching that.
Yeah.
Japan won both though. Japan won the street event for men and women.
Wow.
That's cool.
That is cool.
Yeah, I've been watching all that stuff, man.
They were saying 2 guys have to compete in the Olympics, and that's the only way that I'm trying to see what country that they were from. That they won't have to go into the military.
They played in the Olympics, man. They said, man, we're going to the Olympics.
If they win an Olympic medal, then they don't. There you go. There's a national rule mandating 2 years of military service if they don't win. That's a lot of pressure to win for your country.
Wow. What country is it?
What is it? What?
Does it say?
Korea. There you go. South Korea.
South Korea?
Yeah.
Wow. South Korea said, man, you either gonna go to the you gonna win this medal, or you gonna go to the military, or you gonna go over here and make all these Hyundais.
They have mandated military service at 23, so you have to serve 23 years. So
if they win a medal, they don't have to serve.
Yeah, then I guess that puts them as like in the career area when they get a certain period of time.
Okay. That's wild, man. That's some crazy rules right there. Glad we don't do anything like that.
Right.
I'll be out here trying to win something, man. I'm out here at the Olympics every year, boy. Give me some.
Man, Olympics.
Nah, it's some good times though. U.S. lost to France in basketball though. That was the craziest thing. but
French
we should bounce back.
Next KD, apparently next French KD.
Who is this guy? I didn't see the game. I know Rudy Gobert was out there, so of course he playing good defense for the center position. But I didn't see the French KD.
Man, this guy was Victor. I don't know how to say last name. Wembanyama, 7'3", 16-year-old.
What?
16.
Okay.
Yeah.
7'3" and he's 16.
Mm-hmm.
My goodness.
So he's supposed to be. He plays for France's team now, but he's supposed to be solid.
He can so is he an inside player or he can like shoot the ball too?
He's everywhere, man. They're saying he's supposed to be. Yeah, he's averaging 13 points, 14 rebounds, and 8 blocks.
8 blocks. Golly, ain't nobody getting by this dude.
Yeah. So it's gonna be interesting to see. You know, you heard all the NBA players were saying like, "Oh, you've never seen these international players play like this before," and so now they're saying they're turning it on now versus in the regular season. Maybe this is their time.
They got to, man. Like you got to go out there and compete now. Like you can't go out there and just get bullied and you talking all this mess talking about you in the NBA making all this money, and now you go out here and get beat by some guys that's practicing in the Y over in Singapore. Golly.
Oh man,
Not the Y.
Golly, man, they out here playing baskets in a one of them crates that they hold the food in, man. They'll put that up on some wood. Talking about some they balling. Golly, y'all out here getting whooped. That's crazy.
We'll see. It might be weird. You know, the NBA might change a little bit. Might continue to grow internationally.
NBA definitely has a lot of international players in it though. Right now, it's a lot of international players in it. Like when you look at teams like San Antonio and Toronto, those teams right there always are almost made up of like international teams. Like they hardly ever have players from like America on those teams. Cause like think about it, they had at that point when they had Tim Duncan and all that stuff. Tim Duncan was from the freaking Bahamas or somewhere over there. I like one of those islands.
Yeah, Ginobili.
Ginobili. Then you had Tony Parker. He was from France. You had Paul Gasol. He was from Spain. No, not Paul Gasol. Who they had? Who did they have? They had somebody down there. But that's the thing. Like a majority of the players that you knew that was like the starters, the guys, they were international players. It's crazy. But
everybody they balling everywhere, man.
Yeah, they balling everywhere now. That's what they basically showing
that's
you.
what Kobe, Kobe used to go overseas and play.
Yeah.
That's what they used to do.
And see, like it's grown really big in China. NBA is huge in China, so.
Yeah, I mean.
Yep.
Man, was y'all mean Chinese?
Yep. Yeah, I got some stock plays y'all want to share with the people.
Yeah, I want to see after that.
Let's see that.
Really enticing now that I'm looking at it. That's gonna be a good one to go off of for a while. They roll these all time when equals out, but yeah.
I think I like Lordstown more than, man. I like them. They so low right now. I'm just buying in on Lordstown just because I feel like they'll have a pop soon.
Yeah, throw one out there. I keep an eye on
Ford.
Just see Starbucks and Nestle had a partnership. That was what it was. Starbucks was
okay. That's good information right there. That's good info. Well, we want to encourage everybody to head over to hackthemarketstrading.com. Over there, you can actually get a free subscription if you want to get a little bit more sauce. You want to understand a little bit more. You want to learn how to trade. You want to get a little bit more in detail. Then you can hit us up with a premium subscription. That right there gives you access to all that stuff. Gives you access to a chat and all that type stuff. You can ask all types of questions, get our analysis and our insights on a whole bunch of different things. Also, follow us on Twitter and follow us on Instagram, like the Facebook page, and subscribe to the YouTube channel so that you can continue to get updates when we go live with the podcast and when we also post other videos and other webinars and other instructional videos that we do as well. Anything else you guys want to add before we get off of here?
You got it, man.
Hey, happy trading.
Yep. So happy trading, guys. We'll see you guys on Thursday. Yep, Thursday, 7, not 8, 7. So same time. It's gonna stay 7. So getting it a little earlier from now on. So we'll see you guys Thursday. Have a good one.